Checking. All right, sounds good. All right, well, first of all, welcome to the Space Dandy Plus panel, we'll call it, as we are graced not only with 5 creators from the Space Dandy project in Japan, we also have with us officially 2, unofficially 1, so a total of 3 voice actors for the dub version. So let's give them a big round welcome. So to be honest with you, this is a tremendous number of people up here to be able to try to manage and coordinate. Please bear with us through some maybe technical issues as we try to figure out who's doing what. But what we're going to try to do here is present an opportunity for the American voice actors to question, aka interrogate, the Japanese creators about Space Dandy and what it is and their thoughts behind the creation process and so on and so forth. So without further ado, let me please allow each of the guests to make a brief introduction. But first, let's please take our seats. So why don't we go ahead and we'll start with the Japanese staff, and we'll start with the director, Mr. Shingo Natsume. If you could please give a brief introduction.
こんにちは、監督の夏目です。今日はちょっといっぱいのお客さんが来てくれてすごく嬉しいです。
I'm really thrilled to see so many of you here. I'm Shingo Natsume, the director of Space Dandy. Next, I think I would like to introduce to Mr. Natsume's left, Ms. Kimiko Ueno. So my name is Kimiko Ueno. I'm a writer on Space Dandy. I'm really thrilled to be here, and I'm also really thrilled to meet the American Dandy. So my name is Dai Sato. I'm also a writer on the Space Dandy project. As you know, I've been to Texas here many times, but I'm really thrilled this time to have so many of my fellow workers and fellow partners here together with me on the same project at the same time. Next, I'd like to introduce Mr. Hiroyuki Aoyama. So hello, my name is Mr. Aoyama. I was the animation director on episodes 2 and 17. Hello. Hello, my name is Shimizu Hiroshi Shimizu, and I was the storyboarder and animation director on episodes 8 and 19.
はさせてもらって、スペースダンディに参加できたことを嬉しく思っています。
I'm really thrilled to not only be here at this event, but also to be able to participate in Space Dandy. It's an honor for me.
I'm Alexis Tipton, and I do the English voice for Honey.
Hi, I'm Ian Sinclair. I play Space Dandy. I just want to lead off with saying I've been an anime fan for decades, and this became my favorite anime I ever watched. And I'm talking about the Japanese. Every week when I would get it in and I'd get to see the preview and I would have it explained to me, this became my favorite thing before we even touched it in the United States. It's amazing. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Micah Solusat and I voice B.
Fantastic. Well, I think today what we're going to try to do is we're going to give the American voice actors here an opportunity to ask any question they want to the creative team about Space Dandy. Kind of a, I don't want to call it an open mic necessarily, but I've been told that they have several questions that they've been thinking about, given the unique nature of the Space Dandy project. But is there somebody that would like to maybe lead us off? Dandy.
I've seen the last episode. He has not. B knows nothing. Was the entire arc planned from the beginning, or did each animation and writing team get to have their own beautiful experiment every single time, or was that all planned out from the beginning?
So there's no necessarily linear flow, as you can tell. But you know, it just kind of wound up that way.
Dandy style.
I guess you could call it kind of dandy style.
Seeing as they're not letting me know what is happening in the last episode, how much do the actors in Japan know what's going on? And are you equally as mean to them as they are to you?
So typically they're only going to learn about 1 week before it airs. So don't feel too alone.
Same thing for us, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we record it out of order since they're sent out of the order, and it has been amazing for me to play Dandy. I'd like him to know, because you have to get into that go with the flow mindset, because you walk in every week and suddenly you're on a planet, or you're a zombie, and you just go with the flow, baby.
It's probably mostly her fault.
I really want to know how you guys came up with the character design for Dr. Gel and Dr. Gel's ship. Every time I see it, it makes me laugh.
そうあれはロマン・トマっていうフランス人が作っていて、もともとアメリカにあの自由の女神を送った国の人があれを書いてるからまあ怒られないだろうっていうことであの時代が。
So regarding Dr. Gel's ship, there's a certain individual. His name is Roman Thoma. Roman. He's from France. So we thought, since he's from France, and since the Statue of Liberty was sent to America from France, perhaps him making the design would be allow it to be forgiven. And so, as far as the design for Dr. Gel, we had to think back to kind of old science fiction. I mean, think old science fiction. One of the ones that comes to mind is Planet of the Apes. And just the ape theme permeates through several different science fiction films. So we wanted to kind of go with the ape theme for Dr. Gel. And by the way, the voice actor in Japan for that is the same one that did Jet. Right. Jet Black from Cowboy Bebop. He himself kind of has a gorilla-like face. So says the director.
I heard that the narrator in I want to start this out actually by let them know that because we got them in and we didn't know necessarily where it was going, a few of us would go online and read all of the fan theories and all of the message boards and try to find these things out. And it was really cool for us because we got to experience that wonder with them. And I learned stuff like, I heard that the narrator is the guy who dubs Captain Kirk over there. Is that true? Someone said that to me. And I said, I'll ask, I don't know. Because he's a famous, the narrator is a famous voice actor right here. Yeah.
そう、Yes, his name is Mr. Yajima, and he's legendary in Japan. You are correct, that is true.
The Machinians. I wanted to ask about the Machinians. We felt there was a Native American almost feel to the Machinians. Was that a part of it?
So actually, I can say that that wasn't any, there was no conscious thought in trying to make it look like they were from Native America or anything like that. So when I was a child in Japan, there was a toy called Microman. And basically, they're these really tiny figures with a normal face, but a skeleton body. So my first initial design take was too exactly close to that product. So I was told that we're going to have to make some slight modifications. and so we ended up changing it. It's fine.
顔の、デザインは布の背景の手拍子をイメージ。
And so the design of the face was actually tried to use a famous actor in Japan. His name is Hiroshi Abe.
We felt, well, I and some of my friends who watch it together felt the Native American because of the tie with the land is dying and we must. It's a beautiful story. I like it.
多分もともと信本恵子さんはビバップの時もネイティブアメリカンのエピソードを入れたりブルーズ・レインにもそういうエピソードを入れてるのでもしかしたら信本恵子さんの中にはそういうイメージはあるかもしれない。
So actually that episode was written by Keiko Nobumoto. And not only in Space Dandy, but in Cowboy Bebop and in Wolf's Rain, she actually had episodes featuring Native American in there. So it's possible that there was some thought on the writer's side about that. But from an animation perspective, it's not.
Microwave.
Yeah.
In Space Dandy, there are so many different kinds of aliens, whether they are a focal point in the actual storyline of that episode, or whether they're just in the background at the Boobies restaurant, or any planet they happen to go to. Was there a team of people that their sole job was just to design aliens? Because there are so many, and if not, or if so, how long did it take to come up with all those very different and intricate designs for all of the aliens in Space Dandy?
So actually, yeah, there are several specialists that we employed in the creation of so many different aliens. And so, yes, as a matter of fact, there was.
いやもう短い人だと5分とかで書いてる。
So, and you ask how long it takes to come up with one of these designs, they'll tell you the quick people can do it in 5 minutes.
何でもいいというパッチの仕方をするので面白そうなよ。
So yeah, I mean, the way we had to ask for the order for the character design was anything was fine. Just give me something. And they were actually very creative.
その時代に上がってきてから、あ、こいつこういうことしそうだなっていうのを割り振って。
And so then, once we saw the designs come back, we actually kind of looked at them, evaluated the pictures, said, ah, this would be great over here, and oh, this one would be great over here, and kind of distributed out the designs.
ファイル見せられて僕ら脚本書くときにこの中から好きな宇宙人を使ってくださいと言われて宇宙人のカタログがある宇宙人カタログ
So we were actually presented, when we were asked to write, they presented this giant portfolio of alien designs. And they said, go ahead and choose the ones that you want to use in your story.
I like that.
最後の方も全部使われている。
At the very end, I think we used them all.
Have any questions for us?
So would it be okay if the creators ask some questions to the voice actors?
Yes!
じゃあ大さん。
まあでも僕一番やっぱ聞きたかったのは14話の、まあ、何種類もダンディとキューティーと、まあ、出てくるんですけど、それはどういったのかな実際日本の場合は1人3人のボイスアクターが全員の役をやったんですね。
We did all of them. Me, myself.
I guess I should translate that to English, right?
Oh, sorry. Let me translate back up here where I'm like, yeah, I just want to answer,
Based on, I told you there might be some technical complications, right? So the question is, on episode 14, season 2, episode 1, there were, who's seen that episode? Oh. All right, so those of you haven't, you should have already watched it, but we're going to explain it here. So there's a scene that basically the entire episode is based around multiplicity. And there are many, many different dandies, and many, many different QTs, and many, many different meows. And so the question that Mr. Sato is asking is, for all of those different actors and different voices, because each one had a slightly different voice or unique voice, in Japan they used the same 3 voice actors for each character, and they had to come up and create different voices. How did you handle it on the dub side?
First of all, thank them for doing that, because we had the same debate. Do we get multiple people, or do we just do it ourselves? And for an actor, there is no greater challenge in this world. It was incredible. It's one of the highlights of my career. We went in and we would see, myself and Meow and QT, since we had the bulk, we'd go in for a small session and watch and kind of look at all of them, and then he'd send us home, and we'd have our little notepad, and we'd have to come up with 14 different dandies, and it was amazing. The last one that I figured out was Michael Jackson dandy. He came out of nowhere.
Ian said, luckily for me as Honey, I think Honey only had 3 alternate versions instead of the 14 that you and me had. And she also didn't have a gender bend voice that she had. Dandy and Meow has a cat girl version, and it's kind of terrifying. But no, it was really, really fun. Exactly what Ian said, there's no greater challenge than having to come up with multiple voices for essentially the same character, and as actors, we crave challenges. Like, that's what we love to do. I mean, I think I speak for all of us, at least the 3 of us up here. But having those challenges as actors is always a gift, and yes, thank you for that. It's really fun.
And we were really worried, so we're glad to hear that.
Oh no, it's great. I gotta say, the voice actors were so amazing in the Japanese that we just desperately wanted to keep up. And that's been kind of the whole series, is we just want to keep up and try to do as good as it was done in Japanese. And because every single voice that they did was so different, so good, it was terrifying. And we just did our best.
So I don't know about you guys, but I think the American voice actors have been doing an awesome job. Who here has watched both the Japanese and the English versions? Right? They're doing a rocking job, aren't they? It's great.
I have to say, and let them know, I was more scared when suddenly we were dropped a musical episode. See?
It was great.
日本の声優たちも、ミュージカル界が一番大変だったって。
So actually, the voice actors in Japan as well were complaining to us the most about it.
The music is so catchy, I cannot get it out of my head. I love it. Like, viva all. I just want to tell everybody about tonight, but I can't now.
I guess it's fair to say that there's more music involved tonight.
The commercials have shown that there is a band. Maybe Gandhi was holding the microphone.
So the director says that Dandy actually has quite the role he has to perform on the episode. We're pre-screening tonight.
you've ever been in a rock band, watch tonight. It will be your favorite. It is amazing. It is. I have to tell them that I've been in bands since I was a kid, and that is the perfect episode for anyone who has started a band. Amazing. The engineer is actually in a lot of bands, and he's never connected with an episode of any anime like he did that one, because without ruining anything, it really shows you what it's like to be a band starting out and thinking that you know what you're doing.
日本のハニーをやってる声優さんがいるんですけど、出番が少ないってこう不満をいつも言ってたんですよ。出番逆にこっちのハニーさんどうだったのかなっていう。
So, you know, we've often heard in Japan, you know, that there's not enough of honey. So, I'm curious to know the American honey's opinion on, do you think you need more?
I always love more of any character. Honey's been really fun, and it's been really fun to see her character develop. I've always been surprised by her, and anytime another episode airs, I always get a lot of feedback from people watching that they're really surprised. That there's a theory that Honey is actually really, really, really smart and has a PhD, and she's working at movies to pay off her college loans. That's the theory. So many people. I'll let them catch up.
So actually, they did some initial research at Hooters and other. and the odd thing is, they actually, if you talk with people, they confirmed that actually there are a number of very intelligent, very well educated waitresses there who are working to pay back loans.
I was going to add to that. So many people every weekend when we premiere a new episode, everyone's always saying, "When's Honey going to get her own episode? When's Honey going to get her own episode?" Honey needs a spin-off series, and it's been so cool to have that feedback and to know that she's so popular. So when episode 19 aired, where Honey, who's seen episode 19? Yeah, it was like a very Honey-centric. There was one last week. Very Honey-centric episode, and everybody, I got so, like, the feedback was overwhelming. People were so excited, and Honey drives a motorcycle, and wrestling, and Honey, oh man, Honey and Dr. Jell. OTP. No, I adore Honey. I would love it if she got more screen time. Right?
DVD 特典にハニーのなんていうんですかね、ハニーをフューチャーした話数があって、スピンオフがあって、それを第3に書いて、それはいっぱい出てきますけど、アメリカでやるんですよ。
So actually, on the Japanese releases of the discs, Space Baby discs, there is a what do you call it? Like an edition that comes with it, an extra, right? And the extra is actually called Booby Pair, and it's a spin-off of kind of a spin-off story of Honey. It's only about a 5-minute segment.
I'll take it.
I'm not sure if it's going to happen in the States, but.
Well, exists, and that makes me happy.
昔すごく有名なアニメーションで女の子2人が宇宙のトラブルバスターの戦うっていうだいい映画が分かるオリジナルのスタッフだったドキテクという人がこうやっていただいてすごいレジェンド。
So actually, for that extra, that 5-minute extra, who here knows Dirty Pair? They're Dirty Pair. Okay, so for those of you that don't, it's basically two ladies who are in outer space and cause tons of trouble. Well, the staff that created that, the director that created that, was actually the director on this 5-minute segment. How are we doing time-wise? I don't have the clock up here. 37 to go. Okay, so we got about another 13, 12 minutes yet.
So it was episode 14, that was season 2, clearly there are many incarnations of Dandy and Cutie and Meow. What were some of the, I guess, rejected ideas, or things that you wish that could have made it into that episode?
Unfortunately, we actually used, I think, every idea that was thrown to us. So I can't tell you about any that were rejected because we used them all.
の中に出てきたトラック野郎がいるんですけど、そのトラッカー、あれが本当は一番最初はダンディになる。
So, you know, a lot of people don't realize this, but inside that episode 14, there was a trucker dandy, right? And trucker dandy was, to tell the truth, actually the original concept for Space Dandy was for trucker dandy to be dandy. However, I think now, if we would have gone with that theme, it would have been not as successful, perhaps. Is there any particular dandy that you really like?
I love Michael Jackson dandy, but some of my most fun was Mascot dandy.
Mascot.
Oh, let them know. Depressed dandy at the end, you know that? It trended worldwide. Emo dandy on Twitter trended worldwide after that. Yeah, he's one of the fan favorites. I wanted that.
Actually, the depressed dandy at the end during our initial meetings and planning sessions, that was the one that people were most excited about.
The engineer, the head engineer at Funimation, stopped me in the hallway and told me that he has mixed literally thousands of episodes of anime, and it's the first time he laughed so hard he had to run out of his room because he was choking with laughter. And Carrot B is hilarious. Which one's your favorite dandy?
Cucumber. Cucumber. B's kind of a cucumber, right? So.
In the multiverse, I thought he was a carrot, yeah?
So yeah, actually, the real bee is a cucumber. However, you are correct that. So we can't translate what was just said because it would give things away.
I want to know which one was their favorite dandy.
Which? Japanese. No, I like the one I did, which was the kid dandy.
Yes! He was very hard. I usually play large men, and so little guy was very hard.
I like the embarrassed ninja dandy.
Ninja kami.
The normal dandies are still my favorite. I know.
どこで何を使うかはすいません。
キャラクターがいっぱいいるので、それをどの順番で出すかは。
So and actually, the director was just saying that it's actually Mrs. Ueno who determined which dandy appears at which time throughout the. So they nicknamed all the different characters. But I never realized that it was considered. The writer never realized that it was supposed to be Michael Jackson dandy, but everybody else. I'm almost surprised to hear that from you now. Yeah, so she thought it was going to be more like a Dragon Ball type thing.
Yeah, no, we thought that
blend.
That's what we did. We based it off of the voice off of a mix of Dragon Ball Z and Speed Racer and stuff like that, and then we heard Suave do Jamona, and we said, oh, we've got to do that.
That was completely ad-libbed on his part.
Love it.
Shall we maybe ask the audience if they have any questions for any of the staff up here? I know we probably don't have more than maybe 5 minutes, so maybe one maybe with question. You're the first one in the scene with a hand up.
Ian Sinclair, what was your reaction when you found out you were going to have a musical number just about food?
So the question was, Ian Sinclair, what was your reaction when you found out that you were going to have a musical episode?
Well, and I think she's curious about me singing about the booty. First, we were told that there were going to be a musical episode. They said, "You can sing, right?" And I said, "Yes, yeah, I've sang, yes." And then he said, "Well, Dandy sings a song, Viva All, and it has to do about inclusion." And then Dandy sings another song about booty. And I said, "Of course he does." Decide to kill Dandy in the first episode.
なんでわかんないですけど、総監督の渡辺さんが最初にかましとこうということだと思いますけどね。
一番最初に企画書いた時に僕シリーズ構成をやって、シリーズ構成お手伝い企画書した時に真面目にやりすぎて、こんなやだよってやったっていうのが
So it's it kind of just happened in a way, says the director. But then Mr. Sato adds, well, actually, when and it just kind of happened because it was Watanabe Shichiro that said make it happen. But Dai was saying that I was meeting, we were planning the initial plot and the idea for Danny, right? And I wrote it too seriously. And I kind of got lectured by Mr. Watanabe saying, you always write too seriously, you gotta really go over the top. Do something like this. And Danny ends up dying.
The design for General Perry, what was the inspiration behind it?
I think we answered that question earlier.
Oh, it was gel.
Gel. Oh, okay, you're right. Okay. So the question again was, what can you tell us the origins of the design behind Admiral Perry? And the answer is, we can't tell you yet. Watch the last episode. All right, I think we're gonna have to go with one last question, and we'll go over here. So the question is, will Dr. Gel ever catch Danny? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to repeat my answer to the last question and say, watch the last episode. So tonight's episode, the one we are going to show ahead of the nationwide airtime, the live watch party, which is unfortunately scheduled for this lovely, not so large room, it is important to watch as well to answer that question. It's kind of the beginning of the end of the story arc. So please, by all means, make sure you're here to watch that. Well, I think we are just about out of time. So why don't we first, please applaud these lovely... Thank you very much for all of you for attending this panel. There are a lot more panels that are happening involving the Japanese guests, involving the voice actors, and some autograph sessions later today, as well as lots of other things to do around the event. So please enjoy yourselves, and we hope to see you around. Thank you.